A researcher named Dr. Martin J. Downing wanted to look into the type of pornography people from different sexual orientations like to view. Now, conventional wisdom is if you are a straight male, it's highly unlikely that you would be turned on by gay porn. But according to his findings, that's not necessarily the case. He found, and this was published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior, that 21% of heterosexual men surveyed say they've watched same-sex male porn in the past 6 months. Now, look.
Man, the world is changing. Because 21%, I'm surprised by. In the past 6 months,
yeah,
I'm really surprised by.
So it's recent, you know?
And so, could I believe it that that was the reality in the past? Of course I could believe it. Would they have admitted it in the past? Probably not. So, you see what I'm saying?
I think the numbers are probably higher because, remember, this is based on self-reporting, and there's still a lot of stigma toward gay men watching gay porn, or gay men experimenting with, or straight men, I should say, watching gay porn, or straight men experimenting with their sexuality, right? That stigma has basically vanished for women. You know, if you're a woman and you're watching lesbian porn, no one thinks anything weird about it. But if you're a man doing it, there's some stigma associated to that.
Yeah.
But I think that this shows, and look, it's one survey, and so I love this kind of stuff. I hope there's more research into it. My guess is that sexuality for men is just as fluid as it is for women. I think that it's propaganda that only women are fluid in their sexuality and men are like, you know, they're either gay or they're straight or they're bi. No, we're all on that, you know, spectrum somewhere.
We're all on that spectrum.
That spectrum.
The spectrum. I didn't know the spectrum swung like that, but maybe it does. Okay, so by the way, gay men are also on that spectrum.
Yeah.
Because the same study found that 55% of gay male participants have watched heterosexual porn recently.
That doesn't really surprise me that much.
I wonder why. Is it just that they're on the spectrum? Is it that they call themselves gay but they're bisexual? Or they could call themselves gay for a matter of convenience. I don't know.
Look, I don't.
Or could it be like, oh, straight porn also has hot men in it, and so that's what I want to see.
Probably, that could be it. But I think that porn is not necessarily indicative of what your sexual orientation is or what you prefer in real life, right? I think people sometimes get desensitized from watching the same type of porn, and so they'll just explore different types, and then they'll get bored with that, and maybe they go for something more extreme. Like, we know, like, there's been studies into how easily people get desensitized to porn. So maybe for some straight guys, they're like, oh, I don't know, this is like really naughty, so I want to watch this, and maybe it gets them off.
So that's a great point. Like, I think the naughtier, the more people are into it, just knowing human nature. So they might be thinking like, ooh, super taboo. Let's go over there for 21% of the time.
Yeah.
Or at least 21% of the guys do it. And for gay men, they might be like, oh, it's a variety.
Yeah.
And that guy's hot in that video, let me check it out. And since there's no stigma for gay men checking out straight porn, that's a higher percentage. And plus, everyone's somewhere on the spectrum.
Somewhere on the spectrum.
You get hours of extra content if you're a Young Turks member. tytnetwork.com/join.
Go ahead, girl.